We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Greetings, my people. From every part of the world, you're watching me right now. This is Nze Ikay. On my usual program, Nigeria Deserves Better. We understand very well that our beautiful country, Nigeria, is at a crossroad. And there is this saying that evil prevails when good men sit and do nothing. I think the time has come that we can only either we come out and say it as it is, or we cease to be men. I so much love Nigeria. I love my people. And I know after much prayers, yearnings, the Lord is beginning to hear us and has given us this golden opportunity that we shouldn't miss at all. If we do, we are surely gone for good. In a few months' time, maybe 6, 7, 8, but I know by 2023, before March, Nigerians will again come out in a general election. So a lot of people are talking different things. A lot of people are having different opinion about it. Some doesn't believe that it's real. Some have lost hope in the system. Some are praying. Some are hoping out of a hopeless situation that we have found ourselves together. Howbeit, it's only the dead that do not have hope. As a true Nigerian, I have hope. And I strongly believe that somehow along the line, we're going to get it right. Let me specifically use the opportunity to ask all the youths, please and please, go and get your PVCs. It's pertinent you do that. It's not a question of you going out to cry. No. You just have to do it now or never. And the earlier you start, the better. If you don't, you will surely lose it out. So I'm begging each and every one of you, asking you as a matter of serious urgency, put your acts together and get Nigeria working again. If we look at it, we find out that what the PDP did last weekend, that they called nomination, is very shameful. Yes. Virtually in all countries of the world, people, yes, there are bribery and corruption, no doubt, but to do it in such a way, in the open, as what happened with the PDP last weekend, is just horrible. As a matter of fact, I look at it, I start wondering, are we normal at all? Are we really normal as a people? How can people come out? You go to nominate the people that will represent you for 4 years. And they turn the place into a bonanza, whereby money is being paid by the highest bidder. People take money. I mean, it's no more something that is done in a hidden way. It's just very open. EFCC just stood there watching. Nigerian money, stolen money, the money that are actually needed by the youths. The money that belongs to all of us, the patriot money, is being shared. Delegates are collecting as far as some has it says it's about $35,000. Some say $65,000. Some say $400,000. I mean, that is the money that a delegate will eat for 4 years. He sells his or her conscience out. That money, let's call it about $35,000 or $4,000, about $40,000. Let's call it. In Russia, for instance, you get an institution for your undergraduate student, which is averagely costing you between $5,000 and $7,000, depending on the course or the discipline. You pay such money 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm not talking about even giving your son or your child pocket money or feeding money. I'm not talking about his transport. That only maybe covers you for 3 or 4 years. And the money is gone. Then you have thrown away your conscience. a country where people are living below the poverty level. You shamelessly collect money. The EFCC is looking. Yet this is under a president that came into office as a fighter of corruption. I have never in this world, for over 5 decades I have lived in my life, I have never seen such rascality. Just openly, disgracefully, in the eyes of the whole world. This weekend, APC will start their own. To buy ordinary form to contest as a president, APC placed it at 100,000, 100 million naira. PDP that flock money left and right, theirs was 40 million. Now, if PDP can go as much as $65,000 to pay each delegate, I wonder what will happen on Saturday with the APC convention. I'm sure we're going to talk about not less than $100,000 each delegate. This is the nonsense we have found ourselves in as a people. This is the wrath our society has decayed into. This is how bad it has become. These are the shameless people we have brought to power. Anyway, we didn't bring them, that forced themselves on us. The whole world is sitting laughing at Nigeria. Oh, you think they're not seeing you? They do. You sure can't. They're seeing you. Brothers and sisters, it is horrible. Honestly, it is horrible. Yet some idiots go out and tell us that the votes don't count. If those votes don't count, why are these people spending thousands and thousands of dollars? It does count. It does. Accountant General of the country looting, that is it, to the extent that, oh Jesus Christ, I don't know. I just don't know. Nigeria as a country is it's on comatose. It's broken down. Just because we allowed a mediocre to be in power, who doesn't even know what he is doing, he doesn't even understand whatever he's doing. He has so divided the country. Everywhere blood is being shed left and right. And he doesn't care. Criminals in power left and right, all of them criminals. Look at Wike. You are stealing River State funds to do what? To come and waste on presidential ambition. Is it your money? Pensions are not paid. Nothing is paid. I even heard that Obiano that has looted everything in Anambra State. Chief Willie Obiano, well, you know, go see better. The useless wife, I have no apology to make, went to APGA convention and was giving individuals 1 million naira each. And you people nominated her to come out to the hallowed chambers. Believe you me, I think something is really wrong with you Nigerians. Something is really wrong. Is it caste? I don't know. But whatever it is, you guys are not normal. Look at Mrs. Eberechukwu Obiano, a scandal, a lady that even her good morning is scandal. For complete 8 years, there is nothing good from her in the whole of Oka. The whole of Anambra State, as the so-called first lady, everywhere fighting. Then APGA, you collected money and gave her to come and represent, sit in the hallowed chambers as a senator. I mean, your judgment stinks. Look at Okezi Bazo, that never did anything in Abia State for 8 good years. A drunkard. You guys are now matching, giving him a red light to go and represent you in the hallowed chamber. Nanda Abia, they Kosuna. They Kosuna. Ojikalo stole everything he stole in Abia State. He went to the Senate and sat down. Theodore Oji finished everything remaining. He went to the Senate and sat down. Now look at Okezi Bazo. People have given him a marching light to go to the hallowed chambers again and sit down. You see all of you doing all these things. All of you that are doing all these things, let me tell you people, there is a living God. There is a living God. That rain will go fall on Ona is just doing warm up for Ona backyard. Is it not Okorocha after looting Imo State, making the whole thing family business, doing everything? When EFCC came to him, he started praying, God save you, save you. Shame on you. I thought you said you were a big boy. Just to go and spend the night in the prison, you are crying. And you forgot that Obasanjo was in that prison for years, even on death row. Did he cry like you? You forgot that Nelson Mandela was there for 27 years on death row. Did he cry like you? You are lying on the floor praying, God help me, God save me. Now you remember God. When you were stealing everything in Imo State, selling your own people out, did you remember God? Did you remember there was God? My people, let's get there. What is wrong with you people? What shall you gain that you have stolen everything in that country, emptied everywhere, only for yourself? The other man, they walk up and down, they piece for Pampas, they walk out, calling himself Tinubu Jagaba. Jagaba. Just they walk up and down, just doing nonsense. Rubbish. You're suffering from Parkinson's disease. Of course, I don't wish you bad. For God's sake, I don't. I don't wish you bad. But, Oga, I beg the rest. You have made people, you have your boys everywhere. Yes. There is a time you have to throw in the towel, and that time is now. You want to achieve your life ambition. Is it not the same way Buhari achieved his life ambition? And what is the result? A disorganized country, a country that is flawed, a country by all indices has gone to minus. Mr. Integrity. Now his wife is relaxing in Dubai. Does she understand what the ordinary Nigerian woman is suffering? Now you people are ganging up again to come 2023. Make I tell all of you now, PDP, APC will not go prepare willfully. Mark this thing. Rigging cannot even help you people. Rigging cannot help you people this time. Not even the court. Because your Buhari himself is going. You not go tear. All of you will take your eyes and see what will happen. You will live to see what will happen in Nigeria. When people steal and steal and steal and bring cost on their lives, what future do you have for that average Nigerian boy? Meanwhile, our ASU university lecturers are on strike, running to months. Students are hibernating all over the street, killings here and there, handling guns everywhere. You people don't even care. Buhari is there sitting there in Asoro picking his teeth. The next thing, you just carry a wife to Malibu and be having a honeymoon here and there. Oh, you see all of them. See all of them. It's only God that will judge. In fact, God is not even going to touch. That Satan that is in you people will lead all of you into the river, like the way he led the swine into the river. That Satan will be the person to judge all of them. All these wicked and hopeless Nigerian civil servants and Nigerian politicians. And I say civil servants, top civil servants. Otherwise, where is a permanent secretary getting money to buy a land in Asukoro and build a mansion? Where did you steal that money from? All those ambassadors from all of them are thief from A to Z. You are looting and looting. Imagine 3 years and running. Minister of Petroleum, Buhari. Then there is no single income, yet Nigeria is selling crude oil every day. Accountability zero. It has continued to loot and loot and loot and loot and loot and loot. Abba. And that is why you people are making it very difficult for Nigerians to have peace. For Nigerians to part their future. All the political parties, you guys have grabbed it. Any normal person that enters there, you try to squeeze life out of him. Thank God. Thank God. His grace is sufficient for P2B. P2B represents that yearnings of the poor man on the street. Whatever you like, say about him. P2B represents that NSA movement that you people stopped. And that NSAs, we are coming back. We are coming back to take over our land. No matter what you people do. We are taking over our land. Yes. That NSAs you people truncated are back to form. It will happen like lightning. You not go believe that. Just forget any plan we una get, no matter what. All those talks we people carry up and do, those talks will come there, they will change overnight. Una go take on our eyes here. Because the hardship knows no bribe. It's not a question whether you're Fulani, you're Ibiro, you're Ibira, you're Igbo, you're Hausa, you're Yoruba. It doesn't. The hunger has in fact, it has no mercantilism at this stage. It's eating up everybody. It's in everybody's home. It's no more knocking, it has entered. Even you that is the rich man, your pocket is already going down. And God is watching all of you. God is watching all of you. God is seeing what you're doing. At the appropriate time, He will reply each and every one of you. And believe you me, that time will be sooner than you expect. Yes, to be sooner than you expect. Sooner than you expect. We just cannot. We just cannot. Because if you say that we should keep quiet and be watching things getting out of hand, no. 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 Yes. I am fully obedient to Peter Obi. Because I know he is the only person today that can save that country. Call it anything you want to say it, that because he's an Igbo man, because he's this, because he's that, I don't care. Believe you me, it's not even the reason. The fact remains that Nigeria must be saved. We must not allow Nigeria to drift to a point of no return. We must not. It's either we save Nigeria now, or we just sit down and close our mouths. But this time around, we must save Nigeria. It's not going to be business as usual. It can't just be like that anymore. So, to go further, having looked at everything that is happening and how it has been happening, one begins to wonder, how do we go about this? It's simple. Just like Peter B said, it's very simple, very, very simple. Whether they're telling you don't have party structures, you don't have the structures that we are talking about throughout the nation are people. People are the structures they're talking about. When they speak all this long grammar to you, they know why they are lying. They are only afraid and they keep discouraging you because they know they have lost it. They know. They know that whatever they have is just Old Testament. Nothing again new. Absolutely not. But I tell you one thing, my brothers and sisters. cannot keep quiet and be watching these people without taking the country into our hands. Sure, we can't. We can't just be looking at them and say, it's business as usual. No, we cannot. Things are wrong. We're not getting things the way they are. And as it is, they are not even ready to consider our plight. Believe it, they are not ready to consider our plight. See, there is something satanic about these people. They don't have plan for you. They have their own club, their society, and they continue to impoverish you. It's a club, and it continues. Is it not the same dollar, euros, and any other foreign currency that the manufacturer needs to get his spare parts from abroad to repair the little industry, micro industry he has in Nigeria? Is it not that same dollar that the central bank and the banks are telling you is in deficit that these politicians are now spraying? Abba, is it not the same dollar? Or are we talking about another thing here? That is the same dollar. Nobody's controlling them. Not even one person. The EFCC even, they see you and they will collect the money from you and go their way. But let it be any small boy now that passes with computer. You'll see them walking. Otherwise, tell me, how can Osodie make, after the husband was arrested traveling to Russia to America, how can she come back again? Where is she getting $1 million each? She's giving the whole delegates of Africa. Where did she get that money from? EFCC is quiet. I just don't want to talk about Professor Soludo here yet. But I'm still watching. I'm still watching because I really want to know why the silence. Why the silence? What exactly is happening? Why are we like this? Why the silence as if everything is okay when we know very well that things are not right? We all know that. Things are not right. Haba. It pains, it pains, it pains. Check out the number of Nigerians abroad. Most of them are no more Nigerian citizens. And these are young boys and girls between the ages of 20 to 40. A country God has blessed with large working force. They are scattered all over the world, performing unbelievable things. Talented young men and women, brilliant in all spheres. In the US, they are the best materials educationally amongst blacks and even amongst Asians, the Caucasians. In London, the same. Go to Britain, Nigerians are everywhere. Go to Germany, they are there. Go to the whole of Europe, Australia, brilliant chaps, achievers. Then they come to their own country. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just because some people says and believes that it is their right, their own birthright to be president. President Guinea. It is their birthright to be president. For me to go further, I would like you to just listen to this gentleman I so much respect. His very critical views. The only place I might not agree with him here is when he says that he doesn't believe that anybody, no single individual, can make a change in Nigeria without actually having a restructured Nigeria by his understanding. Yes, there is absolute need for Nigeria to be restructured. But for us to get to that stage, we need somebody who understands the rudiments. A true Democrat who understands, who have in heart the poor masses, especially the young working force. Thank God we have such a person. Thank God that person is P2P and he is ready. Because put article there, forget, there is nothing like, you will never have anything like restructuring or in fact, it will just be business as usual. Okay, let's look at this simple issue. Atiku just celebrated his 75 years. Buhari, we are meant to believe, I think it's about 79 or whatever, I don't know. He entered into power, I think either he was above 72 or something. Atiku right now is 75. Assuming he becomes a president, plus 4, he's already 79. How strong is he to withstand the rigors that the president faces in office? Then Aso Rock will now become empty again. And London, as usual, will be his retirement place. Do we need that? Do we as Nigerians need that? Do we need, can we afford another 8 wasted years or 4 wasted years as a country? That all the indices have shown that we are down and definitely off, even by African standard. I don't even want to talk about by the world standard. Of course not. An article is not the option. Even if he brings an angel as the vice president, Nigerian president by constitution is about the most powerful president in the whole world. One of the powerful, okay, let me not lie. All powers are vested on him. How then do you take an article and make president in a situation like this? PDP, with the choice of article, has just shot themselves on the leg. They can never, and I repeat, never, ever win an election. Believe you me, PDP will not. All this time, their core strength has been the southeast and south-south, especially the southeast. But because of people bye-bye. If you like, carry all your money, go to the east and give them. They will chop that money, they will not vote for you. Only some idiots, some outcasts in Igbo land will give you their vote. And let me tell anybody who is saying, how many votes does Easterners have? You people are jokers. Go to every state, every ethnic group in Nigeria. After the indigenous one, the second largest are Igbos. From Calabar to Kauranamoda, from Lagos to Sokoto. Go and check it. I'm telling you, even today, come to Lagos, you call first Lagosians, who are Yoruba. The next one are Igbos. Go to Kano, first call whatever else Fulani. The next people are Igbos. My degree, anywhere you go, just name them. Never you think that those figures that show you southeast or south-south, southeast, they say southeast, all you have from southeast. Forget those things people are showing you, people are liars. You don't even understand the geography of it. If Igbos come out to vote, they will not go take on an eye same way this particular election. And now necessity has demanded it. Because even that stupid trader who thinks that what he sells in one day will make him rich overnight, who stops his boys from going to vote, the choking don't enter inside your pocket. You don't squeeze your neck, it's squeezing your pocket already. You are forgetting one thing. Politicians decide your fate as a businessman. And if you ignore to partake in the political process as a businessman, then bye-bye. your business will definitely flop. Yes. The youths, check it out everywhere, they're voting. They are registering en masse. There's a future in one man they have seen. And let me tell you people, P2B, God don't give him that grace. None of you can stop it. Meanwhile, let us just listen to what Dele Farotimi said here.
Now the presidential race is on, and there's so much talk about zoning, rotational presidency, and some people saying we should forget zoning. So when you look at the field, and some of the persons who have stepped forward to say they are interested in the various political parties, what do you think Nigeria is faced with? Do you think that there is anyone or two or three persons that we can look at, that we can hope would become the next Messiah for Nigeria, if there is any such thing as a Messiah for Nigeria?
You know, we have this predilection as a people. We ignore the problem in seeking to prefer solutions. So we just pluck solutions out of the air, and this has accounted for all manner of people coming forward, bringing themselves as the solutions to the Nigerian problems. Our problems will never be saved by personnel changes. I have said this ad nauseum. No matter who becomes the president of Nigeria, if we do not deal with our systemic and structural problems, we will never come out of this mess. And I'm not too sure we have too long with which to continue with these experimentations. So let's...
Yes, with all respect to Dele Farotimi, I so much love him. He's a very brilliant man. Yes, somehow what he says is true. But I think that if we get the right person in power, thank God we have such a person. And that person is P2B. A foundation will now be laid for the new Nigeria. As it is, the people that are leading Nigeria today, those crop of Nigerian politicians, are not willing in any way to make effective changes. They are not willing in any way. But if we get the right person who understands how to do it, then you see, we will now have a footing. We need a foundation. This is the only place I disagree with him. We need a foundation. We can't just say abstain and wait until there is restructuring. No. A restructured Nigeria cannot even come from the air. That's my point here. Let's listen further.
Be clear, I am not enthused by the prospect of personnel change as a route to our redemption, if I may use that word. Now, you've now asked a question that obviously cannot be run away from those who have volunteered themselves. I was asked this question about a month ago, and I remember saying clearly that one, I didn't consider Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu a candidate. I was very convinced, even back then, that there was sufficient impairments to render his candidacy a non-starter. But what do I know? I'm not a politician, and the politicians always happen to know what we do not know. So for some reason, the man is being dragged up and down the place having himself. I don't want to get into the area. I don't want to get into the personal arena, but it's obvious that the man is incapable of the rigors. But that's all well and good. But I do say this clearly: he is not in any way, shape, or form capable of transforming the Nigerian situation. He's had 22 years in Lagos already. I live in Lagos. You live in Lagos. We're all in Lagos. If this is the best that a man can do in 22 years of unchallenged hegemony in the state that has the most capacity, I challenge any one of you to suggest that you've entered a government hospital in the last 10 years.
I love that. That's a fantastic point. The Asiwaju Bola Tinubu they're talking about today, that's a very good point. How many government hospitals are functional in Lagos? Most people say he has laid a roadmap in Lagos whereby Lagos can operate automatically. How? The social amenities that are necessary for a state, a country to operate normally. Okay, Lagos has the resources massively. But then this is a very good point he raised. How many of us can boast that we can freely walk into a general hospital in Lagos and all the things needed will be there? Let's listen further.
Yes. Both Tundu and Doc. Even your whole building there, take a poll. You'll find out that nobody's children is going to a public school. Nobody's
public schools. From every nook and corner of Lagos, all you see are private schools, private universities. Everything is private. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, upon all the money Lagos has been making, how many public schools are really functional? Right on, Dele.
Children goes to a government hospital, there is a complete failure of social services. I believe if you look at the school enrollment figures in Lagos State, you find very quickly that Lagos State has less than, for every 10 classroom space in Lagos State, less than 3 belong to the Lagos State government itself. So the public school system is non-existent. And this man has been there for 22 years. Jack Conde spent 4 years. We're still talking about him. Then you talk about road. So when the time comes, if he truly becomes a candidate, then we'll deal with the specifics of his record.
Sorry to interrupt you. You kept saying Asiwaju Tinubu has been in Lagos for 22 years. The Constitution allowed him a tenure of 2 terms. That would be 8 years. Why do you say 22?
Doc, Yorubas have this proverb. They say, Alamoran bini Oyo. You are an Alamoran bini Oyo. Alamoran bini Oyo in the sense that the fact of Tinubu's hegemony in Lagos is not up for debate. It is not up for debate. I live in Lagos. We all live in Lagos. We should at least tell ourselves the basic truth. The reality is that his word is law in Lagos. Whether you are talking about the judiciary or you are talking about the legislative houses or you are talking about the streets, he rules the streets. We all know this. You might deny it, okay, maybe for balance and etiquette, but I am saying it and I have no apologies for saying it. His word is law in Lagos State, and even when he's not the one speaking, laws are made in his name. So let's be specific. As far as Lagos State is concerned, responsibility for its success or failure stays on Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's table. They will be pointing at the rail line as achievements. They will be asking at what cost. These are issues that will come up when we come to the campaign. So there is the issue of the record, there is the issue of the health, there is the issue of the mental capacity. We will deal with all of that at the appropriate time. Other people who want to point at Professor Ochibajo. I've said this.
You see, these are very brilliant observations. And this is actually why I so much respect Dele Farotimi. When you look at this man and what comes out of his brain, how he analyzes issues, how he presents issues. I mean, I'm an Igbo man, but this is a man I so much love. Absolutely brilliant. Go ahead, please. Let's go ahead and listen.
He's a brilliant man, no doubt about his capacities intellectually, but that is not what this is about. Anybody who is not putting a plan on the table, explaining clearly where we are going, because we are actually in a mess, and anyone should see it, and I don't think any one of them is blind to the fact that we are in a mess. So if we are in a mess and you are asking to lead, I imagine that you will provide a roadmap to show us where you intend to take us to. Almost without equivocation, Nigerians are united in saying that there is something fundamentally wrong with our governance structures. We all know where we missed the way, but we continue to run away from the inevitable, which is to restructure the country to allow citizenship to emerge and then to allow the regions, which will emerge from such a restructure, to become engine rooms for the development of the Nigerian space. None of them is talking about this. All they are talking about is vote me into power. Vote you into power so that you run the next feeding trough. Now, that is when you deal with those coming out of the Southwest, which in my own honest opinion, have been known to use pretty strong language in relation to that.
That is, I mean, here he referred practically to, what's the name of this boy from, this man from River State? I don't even have a name for him because I'm Wike. Here is gradually referring to him because by the time I believe he gave this interview, Wike has not really come out fully to be a candidate. But if you look at what he says here, he's very correct about it. It's like there was a premonition that something like this will come. If you look at the arrogance of Wike, it's so sitting that if you just look at the way he talks, give me power, give you what power, for God's sake? If that power is given to you, what can you do with it? Eh? What can you do with it? What are you going to do with the power? You think maybe after you have taken some bottles of ogogoro or you smoke mkpurumiri or whatever, you come and give me power. I am the what are you going to do with it? No substance, nothing. Just carried the River State revenue, went to Abuja and scattered everybody. He gave, being arrogant to everybody around him. I mean, talking down the whole other governors, calling them animals. You're fighting Okowo, you're fighting Alade, you're fighting Obaseki. You're only you, Wike. Qu'est-ce que c'est? And now you want, in fact, even when he comes out to campaign, the only thing he's mentioned in his language is Obi. Has Obi for one day opened his mouth to even talk about you? Continue, my brother. Continue. Let's listen further to you because I like when people like you talk and talk intelligently. Right on.
Opinion, and I don't want to travel that route today so that I don't offend people. But there has been a cleavage in southern Nigeria that has lasted my entire generation, my entire lifetime. I was born in '68, in the middle of the Civil War. That issue has blighted the entirety of Nigerian history, and that is the dichotomy in the South. Why is it so difficult for my Yoruba brothers to understand that it is in our own enlightened selfish interest to support Ndigbo's claim to the presidency, but deal with that to one side? This is me conceding that even as a sense of equity, even for our own enlightened selfish interest.
This is pure fact. Why is it that is difficult? That we should face the fact. You can call it Igbo president. You can call it a president of Igbo of Southeast extraction, whatever you like, call it. But I tell you one thing: Nigeria has become a behemoth. simply because we allow this nonsense to strive. But since we have allowed this nonsense to strive, rotational presidency, why is it now that it has come to the turn of Ndi Igbo? Then all grammar in the world will come in. Let me tell you. Look at Atiku. Wike, why did you come out? Why didn't you challenge Atiku last time? You were working for Tambuwal. Until Tambuwal now showed you that blood is thicker than water. You now remember you are a Rivers man. Because I don't even want to call you an Igbo man. You denounce being an Igbo. So to hell with you. We move further. We take these things and let's see where we're going. Okay, Tinubu, we want to become president. Osibanjo, your boy, has been vice president for how long? Obasanjo was president for 8 years. You're saying it's your life dream, but I tell you, God is not sleeping. So, you see, when we are doing things, we have to be reasonable. Certain things we do, it's not supposed to be, it's not the right thing to do. But we keep doing it, thinking that we can get away with it. Why must it be like that? Why? Nobody's answering that. Right on, Dele, please. I'm listening.
But let's now deal with, if we are doing that, is it Rochas? Is it Ojius or Kalu? It's not about persons. But persons must have pedigree, they must have records of achievement, sterling integrity. These are not the kind of persons. Ndi Igbo has to bring forth his best. But bringing forth his best is not enough. That best must also understand we are not interested in exchanging the tribal occupant for another tribal occupant who focuses on one section without looking to restructure the whole. So as far as I'm concerned,
thank you very much.
This election cycle has not really started because nobody has engaged with ideas.
Thank God we now have that very best. We have brought the best. The best that is not even tribalistic. The best that is looking Nigeria as a country that must work. Thank God God has given us that best. Yes. And that best is P2B. Thank God we have done that. Forget about those criminals who Korocho, Jews, or Kal, all those. Forget about them. We have two best. One is P2B. Two is P2B. Third is Kingsley Mohalo. We have that best.
With persons, and those persons are not going to cut it. This has to be about ideas. Where are we going from here? You have to lead with vision. We've had enough visionless people ruling Nigeria. If we need leaders, they must put visions on the table, ideas.
So that's it. We have them. We have them. People are not beginning to talk. Whether we like, let's call it Igbo presidency or whatever. If you like anything you like, call it. Believe me, it's the time of Ndibo. The truth must be said. But even at that, without even accepting that, Obi today stands out to be the best amongst all of them. And I know that Obi this is a man who openly told that he has not even gone to his village Agolo in Anambra State because he looks at Nigeria as one. His wife is from, I think, Calabar. And the Rufai was calling him an ethnic bigot. that midget of Kaduna. You open your mouth, you're calling Obi an ethnic bigot. And when he started analyzing issues, you shut up your mouth immediately. He has 6 ADCs while as governor of Anambra State. All of them were practically Northerners. People he doesn't even know. How many police, 6 police commissioners that worked with him, all of them are from the North. He don't even know any of them. He had ADCs, they're all from North. He don't even know any of them. He never influenced the choice. And that is the man that you guys bring out word because you know that at last God has heard the prayers of Nigerians. The blood of NSAS victims that you people massacred at that Lekki toll gate, that blood is yearning. They're crying from the graves. You guys desecrated the land, killed some people. You will never sleep no more. All to remain in power. We are coming. And let me use this opportunity to ask each and every one of you, especially the youth, please and please get your PVCs. If anybody tells you that voting does not work, that person is a liar. If it does not, they will not buy it for $40,000. They will not buy it for $60,000. They will not buy it for $65,000. They will not buy it for $35,000. They will not buy. These are big money by Nigerian exchange rate. Calculate it. If it does not count, it does count. Brothers and sisters, it does count. How am I name? They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. On this note, I'm going to continue tomorrow on this. If you're following, please watch, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe and share. Go to my YouTube channel. The address is there, showing on the screen. Please subscribe and share. It's important you do. It's important you do. Thank you very much, everybody. And on this note, I leave you with the words of Dim Adomogo Ojukwu. He's a one of Igbo land. The late Dim. Let it be on your conscience. Let it be known. But before then, I am proudly in support of good governance. And I have the strong belief that Peter Obi will give us a new Nigeria with hope. I can no more keep quiet. I implore each and every one of you out there, especially the diasporas, reach out to your loved ones, reach out to your friends. Some of them do not understand. Explain these things to them. Explain these things to them. The need is now. The necessity is now. We must have to take our country back. If you are not registered, go and register. And make sure that you register and collect your PVC making sure that where you're going to vote should be very close to your house, because during election, remember, no movement. So it's not that if, for instance, you register where you have your shop in Ojo Alaba Market and you're living in Festac Town, the day for the election, because you registered in your working place, you cannot be able to to vote. You have already disenfranchised yourself. Don't make that mistake. If you have done that, quietly take your PVC and go and change it to Festac Town. If you're living in Munshi, change it to Munshi. Anywhere you are in Lagos, in any part of the world, let it be close to you, because during this period, no movement, so that you can quietly cast your vote and peacefully enter your house. After casting, make sure you stand and your vote is counted. We are getting there. Thank God they say it's now electronic transmission. God is not sleeping. The National Assembly denied us in the diaspora the right to vote. But we're already fighting it. Neither worldwide is fighting it. We believe that the new faces that will come up in this current assembly will look at it differently, so that people in diaspora will vote. And the moment they do that, when they count diaspora votes, because I am pretty sure that minimum of 20 to 30 million Nigerians are outside Nigeria residing. And that's a massive number. By the time they start that, then they will see normalcy coming into the country. They will see normalcy. Please register. Please. P2B is the person. No matter how they discourage you, P2B is the person. No matter what they tell you, P2B is the person. On that note,
oh, you must get set. Let us go.
Okay. Solo Francis.
Let's go. Carry me they go. P2B carry me they go for better Nigeria. Carry us they go. P2B carry us they go for better Nigeria. Carry me they go. P2B carry me they go for better Nigeria. Carry us they go. P2B carry us they go for better Nigeria. Whether na any party, now there we go. Carry us they go. P2B carry us they go for better Nigeria. A new Nigeria is possible with P2B. Carry us they go. P2B carry us they go for better Nigeria. Anywhere you they go, now there we they go. For better Nigeria, now there we they go. For better economy, now there we they go. A new Nigeria is possible with P2B.
Peter Obi Support Network.
so thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings once again to all of you. Thank you for creating time to listen to me. Don't forget, log on to my YouTube page, watch, subscribe, and share this video. Until I come again next time, it's your host, Nze Ikay, on my usual program, Nigeria Deserves Better. Thank you, and God bless you richly.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very